Yo, what's good, fam? It's your boy Rogers, and we back at it with another video. So if this title and this fire jersey didn't give you any indication of what's about to go down, we about to do a tier list, baby. So if you're excited for this NFL season just like I am, go ahead and leave a like down below. And if you haven't subscribed and you like this type of content, please do so. Ring the bell. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, man. And the first team we got is the Tennessee Titans. Now, this team made the playoffs last year. They kind of know what they got going on. They just added Julio this offseason, which is a big pickup, even though that man literally can never find the end zone. But they made the playoffs last year, and they got better, in my opinion. You upgrade in the wide receivers, you keep AJ Brown, but you lose Corey Davis, but you add Julio Jones. You still got the best running back, if not top two running backs in the league in Derrick Henry, and you got a game manager in Ryan Tannehill. I'm going back and forth between A and B. And here's why. Because compared to some of these other teams that I'm looking at that could potentially be A tier, like Baltimore, Cleveland, I gotta put them B. I might get some slack from Tennessee Titan fans. Hey, it is what it is. All right, next up, the Miami Dolphins, our South brethren. If y'all couldn't tell by now, obviously, Bucks fan, you know what I'm saying? Right here, you know what I'm saying? Super Bowl champs, going back to back, baby. The Miami Dolphins, they got Tua, who I like. Their running back, Myles Gaskins. I don't think he's like a top premier running back, but he's not bad. The receivers are looking kind of iffy, but their secondary is looking really spooky. I can't put them at a C, but I definitely cannot put them at a A, so I gotta put them at a B also. The Cleveland Browns, the laughing stock of the league for so long. This is actually very easy for me. I put them at A because you got Baker, who I think is solid. I don't think he's the greatest, but I don't think he's bad. You got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, Myles Garrett. Oh, yeah, they picked up Jadeveon Clowney. That's ridiculous. You have an up-and-coming corner in Denzel Ward. They're going to be a tough team to beat. That AFC North is going to be a very, very tough division, but we'll talk about that a little bit later as we get through the rest of these teams. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the thing about Jacksonville. You have a rookie quarterback, obviously the #1 overall pick, in Trevor Lawrence. You got James Robinson, who had a breakout year last year, but can he do it again? Their offensive line, I don't think they made that many pickups. I'm going to put them at a D. Give Trevor Lawrence a couple seasons. Yes, they added Marvin Jones. Yes, they got DJ Chark. I don't think that's enough. The Detroit Lions. This is very easy for me, and I don't even need to talk about it. The Minnesota Vikings. I root for them to do well outside of when they're playing my Bucks, but I don't think they're going to be that good. I don't have that much faith in Kirk. I got to put them at a C. Yes, they have Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook. Their defense is pretty solid every single year, but it all falls back on Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has not proven to me that he can do it consistently enough for me to put them at a B tier. I just can't do it. My beloved Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I see all these other tier lists that everybody else do, and they put multiple teams in the S tier. I look at the S tier as being one team only that everybody's looking at your back, and you're the lead dog. And right now, that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no, that is not biased. We just came off a Super Bowl, brought back every starter that we had. Our receivers are ridiculous. Our running back tandem is top 6 in the league. Our defense is top 5. You can't tell me otherwise. Go look at the stats. And here's my bold prediction. The Bucks will go back to back this year. Mark my words. The San Francisco 49ers. I actually don't know much about this team. I know Jimmy Garoppolo's over there. And honestly, I think that's about it. I don't think they're as bad as the Jaguars. I'm going to put them at C also. But yeah, I really don't know much about this team. So if there's some other things that I'm missing, let me know down in the comments. The Atlanta Falcons. You are next to the Jaguars at D. I wouldn't put them at F. The Detroit Lions might be the only team that I put at F. The Baltimore Ravens. Easy A for me. Lamar Jackson, Marquise Brown. They added Sammy Watkins. They got Mark Andrews. Their offensive line is solid. Their defense is solid every single year. I don't see why they can't be in contention. The Chicago Chicago Bears. Again, just like the 49ers, really don't know much about this team. All I know is that their starting quarterback is Andy Dalton. Yeah, you heard that right. Andy Dalton. I don't trust him. I really don't. Yes, their defense is solid. If you can't put points on the board, you're not going to win games. I got to put them at C tier as well. Yes, I know the old saying is defense wins championships, but if you can't score the ball in the league nowadays that's predicated towards offense, you're not going to win games. The Cincinnati Bengals, another interesting team with a young quarterback. I'm going to also put them at a C. Now, I'm a big fan of Timthetatman, and he's a big fan of the Dallas Cowboys. He made a bold prediction saying that they are going to win the Super Bowl.
I want to say my piece about this because I think Cowboys fans sometimes are always like, oh, it's our year. But this time I truly do believe that the Cowboys, if they stay healthy, can win the Super Bowl. And here's why.
I'm sorry, but that's absolutely not going to happen, even with Dak, because they don't have a defense. I got to put them also at C. The Houston Texans. I know I said earlier that the Detroit Lions would be the only team in F. I forgot how fucking bad the Houston Texans are. You lose your stud young quarterback and he is refusing to play for you. I'm sorry. That's all I need to say. Y'all are an F. It's not even a discussion or a debate at this point. The Indianapolis Colts. I know I'm probably going to say this about a lot of teams, but this is honestly a very interesting team. They bring in Carson Wentz. They have a young running back in Jonathan Taylor, potentially one of the better linebackers in the league in Darius Leonard. But do I think that's enough to put you guys over some of these other teams? I'll say this. If Carson Wentz can stay healthy and do what he did his MVP year, or even maybe 75%, you guys are B tier. But until I see that, you guys are also in C. The LA Rams. You guys are a good football team. You guys upgrade in quarterback and your defense is top 5 every single year. You guys are an A tier easily. The LA Chargers. I know this may be a hot take, but I'm going to put them at B. I love some of the pieces that they have. Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, who is a very underrated receiver. The Kansas City Chiefs. My Buccaneers absolutely destroyed them in the Super Bowl, but that doesn't mean they're not the second best team in the league. If I can make another tier, I'll put the Bucs at S+, and I would put the Kansas City Chiefs at S. Actually, we're going to do that. The New Orleans Saints. You guys go from having a Hall of Fame quarterback in Drew Brees to having the laughingstock of the league for a good amount of time when he was a Buccaneer in Jameis Winston. You lost Michael Thomas for the entirety of the season, but you have Alvin Kamara, who is a top 5 running back, and you have a very, very solid defense. And for that case, I will put you guys at B. The New York Giants. If Saquon Barkley can stay healthy, you guys are C tier. If he doesn't, you guys will be in D. Obviously, Saquon is healthy right now, so I'm going to put you guys at a C. The Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all have gotten worse and worse as the years have gone on. You lose Carson Wentz and you have a guy in Jalen Hurts, which nobody knows what he's gonna do. You have Miles Sanders at running back, who I actually like, but who the flying fuck do y'all have at wide receiver? The only guy that I recognize on this list is your first round draft pick in Devontae Smith. Do I think that is enough to put you guys over the hump? Not even close. I think y'all are D tier. We'll see how it goes. This is just my list. This is just what I think. This is just my opinion. The Pittsburgh Steelers. If Ben stays healthy, they're a B tier. If he doesn't, they might go down to D. But for now, since he's healthy, they will stay in B tier, but he has to stay healthy, because when he went down last season, that team, if it was not for Mike Tomlin, y'all would have been royally screwed. The Denver Broncos. I like the pickup of Teddy Bridgewater for you guys. I think it's an upgrade over Drew Lock. You guys got some decent pieces on the offensive side, so you guys have a chance to surprise some people, but I don't think you guys are more than a C team. The Green Bay Packers. I'm going to put them at Ooh, I go back and forth with the Packers because I think Green Bay is better than these 3 teams in the A. So I got to put them in S just based off of that mindset alone. I think they're better than the Rams. I think they're better than the Ravens. I think they're better than the Cleveland. I think Kansas City is better than Green Bay, but Green Bay is closer to them than they are these 3 teams in A. They got Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, but Green Bay, please enjoy this last season because they're gone after this year. The Carolina Panthers. All y'all got is Christian McCaffrey. The Oakland Raiders. I love John Gruden. He brought a Super Bowl to Tampa. Do I think they're better than any of these B tier teams? No. And that's basically the reason why I'm putting them in C. I don't think they're D, but I don't think they're up there with any of these B tier teams. The Washington football team. They were in the playoffs last year, which I believe was a fluke just because you were in such a bad division. Do I think that you guys are better or on the same level than Dallas and New York? I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say yes. Here's why. You guys have one of the most lethal pass rushing defensive line I have seen in a very long time. Ryan Fitzpatrick is the only question mark. If he can control games and maintain games and just be smart, you guys could potentially win that division. But if he doesn't, you guys will struggle. But for right now, I'm going to put you guys at B, the Arizona Cardinals. This one's a tough one for me. I'm back and forth between A and B, but if I put Tennessee at B, I have to put the Cardinals B. I don't think the Cardinals are better than Tennessee. The Buffalo Bills, easy A, and they're almost S tier because Josh Allen could potentially win MVP this year. You got Stephon Diggs over there still. You add a guy like Emmanuel Sanders who's solid. I don't know, man. I feel like they could be second contender right behind Kansas City. It's tough to play in New York. If they get the right matchups and things kind of go their way a little bit, don't be surprised if they make a Super Bowl push. The Seattle Seahawks. I don't think they're better than Arizona. I think they might honestly come in third place in their division this year. Yes, Russell Wilson and that offense can put up a lot of points, but if that defense can't stop nobody. The New York Jets. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like what the Jets did this offseason, and I like their coach a lot, but I don't think they're going to be more than a D tier team this year. They are on the right path, though. And last but not least, the New England Patriots. I am going to come out here and say this right now. I hate the move of them cutting Cam Newton. Now, do I think that that's going to affect them as negatively as some others? I honestly think it might come back to bite them in the ass. But as long as you have a guy like Bill Belichick on your sideline, you're going to compete and you're going to be a solid team. So I got to put them at B. So there it is. There you have it. That is my personal tier list for this up and coming 2021 NFL season. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And again, if you haven't liked the video and you enjoyed this, please do so. It'll help me out tremendously. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. And always remember, man, be true, be you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.